What up? This is B. Dolan from Strange Famous Records and Speech Development. You're watching the B Shine. Yeah! Music was what I had as a kid. I had music and I had books. So I would just barricade myself in my room, read books, listen to music. Albums front to back, open the little booklet, read the lyrics. Music was arguably everything. The album that made me want to be a rapper was The Diary by Scarface. And in particular, it was the song Jesse James. And I heard that when I was like 12 years old. And it was so dark. Like it expressed something that I felt inside myself, but I had never heard. And so The Diary is hard. That's the one that made me want to be a rapper. But before that, I remember I had, like, one of the first little tapes I had was Parents Just Don't Understand, the single. I was even younger than 12. So Fresh Prince, Jazzy Jeff, touched me as a youth. When I turned 18, I just moved to New York City because that's where all my favorite rappers came from. And I didn't understand how anything worked. I didn't understand anything about the music industry. I just moved to New York City, moved out of my parents' house, and started performing. So I started performing at the New Yorican Poets Cafe in Alphabet City. And that was where I kind of was introduced to spoken word and tried that, and it worked. But I wanted to be a rapper, but I just kind of I stumbled into spoken word, and from there, things just I've been stumbling ever since. I'm the oldest grandchild on both sides of my family. And so I was and my grandmother was like a immigrant that came here and worked in sweatshops in New Jersey. And, it's just like that immigrant mentality of I'm going to work hard and suffer so you can work a little less hard and suffer a little less so your kids can work. And so I was like the hope. And I was good at school early on until I found what I wanted to do, and then I refused to do anything I didn't want to do. So I only excelled at the shit I cared about. And yeah, my grandmother threatened me. She called me a motherfucker. She threatened to kill me. She went Marlon Brando on me. She went Corleone. Yeah. But we're cool now. What's up, Nona? I like being able to be creative 24 hours a day and to write my own script for what I'm doing, even though sometimes it might not mean making rap songs, but it might be designing T-shirts or writing video treatments or, I'm self-propelled at this point. I get to just be me. I get to actually just be me for a living, which is crazy. I'm very fortunate to be able to do that. There's a lot of career highlights. I've been on incredible tours with incredible artists like Sage Francis, the dude that really put me on and showed me the DIY circuit. That dude brought me on a lot of incredible tours and shows. And we ran a tour called the Church of Love and Ruin for a couple years that just featured all my favorite types of performance just mashed together. We did a tour that had a 19-piece marching band, 2 drag queens, a burlesque performer, a New Orleans bounce MC named Vaka Radu, and then me headlining. Those shows, those are the ones that I'm looking forward to when they flash before my eyes when it's all over. I'm happy that I don't, like I said, I get to just be me, and that means fully, I don't have to compromise my message or change up my style because some label or some A&R tells me to, because of that DIY ethic and that path that Strange Famous and Sage and those cats paved. There's a market for deep thinking, emotional, political, truthful storytelling shit, and and some MC shit, but I don't ever have to cater my content or edit my truth. I can just put it down as hard and as truthfully as I can, and there's an audience waiting for that. It's crazy. I hope they remember I was thorough and I never fell off and the shit, and then we kept we never released no bullshit. We were still perfecting it this deep in the game since 99, since we've been on stages and on tours, that the new album is still progressing. We're not just making the same record over and over again. We're getting better and better, and we're standing up for shit that we believe in. So, yeah, I hope they remember that. We gave it to you raw.